Watch the full video from my master to understand artificial intelligence and mind development.
Hey everyone, Armand here again, and welcome to this eye-opening video. Because today, we're diving deep into a topic that's a game changer for everyone in the workforce. The title says it all. Will AI-ChatGPT kill quiet quitting? So let's get right into it. For those who don't know, what is quiet quitting? Quiet quitting is when someone works at a job, which they probably hate, and they do just enough work to not get fired. That's quiet quitting. Of course, the productivity to the owner is maybe half or whatever, you see. Anyway, is your job at risk? First of all, let's face it. Your job is at risk. I'm going to show you how to evade that, to keep your job, or get a better job, make more money with it, or lose out. So listen up. If you are quiet quitting, okay, you know if you are or not. If you're not, I got some good news for you also. But if you are, your job is on the chopping block because your employer is not getting enough production from you for the money he's paying you. And that used to be okay, but not anymore. The game has totally changed, so that's why you need to hear this. So you see, how much production an employer is getting out of you, I mean, that's just common sense. You know that. So here's you could call it the quiet quitting dilemma. If you are quiet quitting, you are actually killing your job. Seriously, okay? And I'm not talking 10 years into the future. I'm talking in the next few months, okay? 1 to 2 years max. Some jobs are going to be within 3 months that you've been replaced. But there is an awesome solution that you're going to love. You see, why should your employer keep on paying your salary when that same employer could hire someone else who knows AI, and this is easy. I can teach this to 5th graders, okay? Don't freak out here. Can hire somebody who knows AI for the same money and even pay him double the money, because if that person knows how to use AI, he can do 10 times the productivity. So one person can replace you and produce as much for the boss as if there were 10 of you. Okay? Now, if you're having a hard time getting a job, simple, what's called prompt engineering, okay? Now, there's a whole lot to this, but there's a solution that makes it really simple. Because the main name of the game here is knowing how to ask the right questions to, say, ChatGPT as your basic example, you see, because you've got basically an idiot genius that has practically all the knowledge of humanity in his database, but it's stupid. You have to tell it in details what to do, step by step, you see? And that's not hard. That's easy. And I'll be doing videos where I'll actually show you how to do it from the get-go for beginners. And if you're a bit more advanced, you're going to love this. Now here's the thing. Who's going to be at the top of the pile in AI? Okay? Let me explain that. It's real simple. It is people who are able to do a number of things. Number one, they're able to learn faster than everybody else. Okay? Secondly, they are more creative and innovative. That's not you. Don't worry about it. Because with my mind development techniques, it's going to take your creativity and expand it 100-fold. But see, here's the thing with AI. Is that, like I said, whatever you're able to do, whatever your skills, doesn't matter what they are. Now, some things that are going to, people that are going to keep their jobs for a lot longer, like electricians and plumbers and construction workers. But don't sleep on this, because listen, couple of 2-3 years, some of those jobs are going to be gone because the robots are taking over. They never take a break. You don't have to pay them a salary, no raises, no nothing. This is reality, guys. Okay, but there's a way around it. You can profit big time. Go from a measly job, a little bit of learning part-time, a little bit of doing, before you know it, you're making more money totally offline than you are at your job. Guess what happens to the job, right? Now, if you want a job, you feel better that way, no problem, by understanding simple prompt engineering. Like I said, I can teach this to a 5th grader. You're going to produce 10x, 10 times. And if your boss ain't going to give you a job, there are thousands of other companies who will give you double your salary. But there's even bigger plans that I've got to share with you, okay? So that's another story. You see, with my training, I teach people, first of all, how to use the imagination. 95% of people do it wrong because they're taught wrong. That's another story, okay? And how to access the alpha and theta brainwave levels, first of all. That's about a 2-step, 2-month process. I teach, my classes are live in my online classroom. Anyway, and I'm going to have a lot of free ones coming up, okay? So, get on, I'll put the link in the description. Get on the waiting list, okay? Because I'm only going to take a certain amount of people in my training. And anyway, that's a whole other story. So get on the waiting list to attend my live classes. They're usually about an hour or so, sometimes more, where you can ask all of your questions live and in real time. Okay, that's another story. Again, you'll find the link there. You see, by accessing these higher states of consciousness, you'll be more creative. I mean, look, creativity, innovation, adaptability in this fast-changing world is the most highly desired traits. So you see, so here's the deal. Listen, you don't have to work any harder. You can lay back, do a few things, work less, and get more money. Because whatever you're doing, let's say you even do let's say you were doing half of what you could have done for your employer. And now you cut that down to half of that, so it's a quarter. Okay? But with that, you're doing 10 times the productivity. You are in demand. And the law of supply and demand. Let me give you a quick example. I'm not going to get into it today. I'll go deeper another time. But a prompt engineer, and this is not something, you don't need high education, you don't need coding, all you need is simple English. If you've got, the English level of a 5th grader or into high school a little bit, that's all you need. You'll never have to code or anything like that. So it's that simple, you see. But learning how to ask those questions is where creativity comes in. And away you go. So you see, now, so by doing that, great. But if you are working for slave wages, or you're working at a fast food takeout place or whatever, or deliveries, making lousy wages, you can't put enough food on the table, or you're a stay-at-home mom, whatever, it doesn't matter. You see, my training, if you really want to get into the training, all you'll have to do is attend 1 hour per week in the live classroom, okay? And invest 1 hour per day into your own consciousness and a bit of studying, very little, half an hour to an hour a day at the very most. So let's say maxed out, if you could invest 2 hours a day for you, okay? Half of that to grow your consciousness, tap into the power you already have. This is not about belief systems and new philosophies. No, I give you tools and techniques. You use them, you get the results. And I'll get some of my students to come on in some of my videos, but we're not there yet, okay? I have a story to tell you that one of my newest students got some side effects from my training, and it was awesome, okay? And I'll see if I can get him on, but anyway, no guarantees, okay? He's a bit shy. But anyway, the whole idea here, okay, is to learn to evolve you, okay? Because most people are using between 3 to 5% of their mental capabilities. And I've been showing people how to tap into the other 95% since 1972. I don't pretend to have all the answers. But whatever it is you want to do in life, I teach principles. Whether you want to lose weight, make more money, learn AI faster, to be on top of the pile in this new age. This is reality. This is not science fiction. Okay? This is now. And I'm going to do a lot of videos where I show you. My next video that I've got coming up is going to be a warning how AI-ChatGPT can harm your ability to lose weight. Okay, that's a whole lot. I'm doing a video on it, probably the next day or so, hopefully. Okay? No promises, but hey, I make as many as I can as fast as I can for you, because this is a training system where you begin and you'll see how to put the pieces together. And as you evolve your own consciousness, you'll be able to connect the dots and see opportunities that nobody else is seeing. But again, that's another story. And I'm actually only going to be building a team, by the way. Very small team, maybe 10, 12 people, something like that, who are going to massively share in the profits. Everybody will have to be on the journey of developing their minds and studying at least one aspect of, specializing on one aspect of AI or ChatGPT or, programs like Midjourney or Leonardo and so on. Anyway, there's a whole range of things. So if you got a team that are evolving their beings, using more of their minds, that's multiplied 10x with AI, artificial intelligence, and then you're working together in harmony as a team, each taking a part of it, the profits are going to be massive. And the profit sharing is going to be just awesome, because what I'm putting together is a hybrid. And I'll do a video explaining the whole thing. But I'm doing a hybrid between a regular business structure and a cooperative, okay? And a cooperative is where the employees are sharing the profits. It's like they own the company, basically. In this case, it's a hybrid of both. And the profit is going to be awesome. So it's a ground floor thing. I don't need many people. Once all the little jobs are done, and we'll be evolving from there. And anyway, that's another story. So the bottom line is if you're struggling, learn the AI. Okay, decide what you like, whatever you like. I mean, look, you like art and stuff like that. No problem. You're going to be able. The main thing in the beginning is to learn prompt engineering, and that's really simple. It's just how to ask the questions, because this mind, let's say ChatGPT is an example. He's like an idiot genius. If you know exactly how to tell it, imagine you're talking to a fifth grader. Okay? Oh no, you're talking to a 5-year-old and explain everything you want one step at a time, but it will grasp the whole thing, and boom, there's your results. Okay? Anyway, so on that note, use the link and go get on the waiting list, okay? And trust me, you're not going to get many emails from me, only when there's a class starting, okay? I'll give you some warning. If there's something really special going on, you might not hear from me for a week or 2 or 3. So I'm not going to bombard your mailbox, with all this spam stuff. I don't have time, guys, okay? And now, a word from my assistant. But first, thank you for tuning in. And remember, the future is now. Your future is right now. Don't get left behind. Embrace AI, artificial intelligence, and higher states of consciousness, because it's all inside you. I just go show you how to tap into it. That's all, to really unlock your full potential, because you're using a tiny bit of it. So imagine if you expand your potential and multiply that 10x. Okay? You decide. And now, a word from my assistant.
My master will be overjoyed when you subscribe, ring the bell, and ask a question or comment.